Did you know the night sky is basically a giant scrapbook of Greek mythology? Every twinkling star in the night sky isn't just a random speck of light. It's a piece of a story, a chapter in humanity's first attempts to explain the mysteries of the cosmos. The ancient Greeks turned the night sky into a tapestry of gods, monsters, heroes, and cautionary tales. Orion the hunter, Pegasus, and even a boastful queen's eternal punishment. All these figures were immortalized in the constellations above us. Welcome to the History Realm, where today we'll explore the Greek mythology behind some of the most famous constellations. Get ready for epic battles, tragic tales, and lessons written in the stars. Let's dive in. Orion is one of the most recognizable and celebrated constellations in the night sky. With its row of 3 bright stars forming the Belt of the Hunter, Orion has served as a celestial guidepost for stargazers, navigators, and storytellers for millennia. Yet behind those stars lies a myth steeped in drama, tragedy, and divine intervention. Orion wasn't just any mortal. He was a giant, known across the ancient world for his unmatched hunting prowess. The son of Poseidon, god of the sea, Orion inherited incredible strength and the ability to walk on water. Wherever he roamed, he left a legacy of heroism and hubris. In some versions of the myth, Orion claimed he could kill every beast on Earth, a boast so grand that it offended Gaia, the Earth goddess, who saw it as a threat to her creations. Gaia, determined to stop Orion's rampage, sent a giant scorpion to confront him. The scorpion, with its venomous sting and unyielding determination, proved to be the hunter's equal. Despite Orion's immense strength and skills, the scorpion ultimately bested him, delivering a fatal sting. Orion's arrogance had led to his downfall, and his death was seen as a reminder of the dangers of overestimating one's abilities and disrespecting nature's balance. Another version of Orion's story intertwines his fate with that of Artemis, the goddess of the hunt and the moon. In this account, Orion and Artemis developed a deep bond. Some say they fell in love, while others suggest that their connection was a mutual admiration for the hunt. Regardless, their closeness did not sit well with Apollo, Artemis's twin brother. Apollo, protective and perhaps jealous, schemed to end Orion's life. One day he challenged Artemis to a contest of skill. Pointing to a small object far out at sea, Apollo dared her to shoot it with her bow and arrow. Artemis, known for her unparalleled precision, accepted the challenge and released a perfect shot. To her horror, she later discovered that the target she had struck was Orion, swimming in the distance. Overcome with grief, Artemis honored Orion by placing him among the stars. There, he would shine brightly as a constellation, a tribute to his skills, strength, and their shared love for the hunt. Yet the sorrow of her mistake lingered, adding a bittersweet note to the myth. The rivalry between Orion and the Scorpion didn't end with their deaths. Zeus, king of the gods, placed both Orion and the Scorpion in the night sky as constellations. But in an act of divine choreography, he ensured that the two would never appear together. When Orion sets in the western sky, Scorpius rises in the east, as if the two are locked in an eternal chase across the heavens. This celestial arrangement serves as a reminder of the balance between hubris and humility, predator and prey. Orion's tragic downfall and the Scorpion's role as Gaia's avenger reflect a cosmic equilibrium that the Greeks saw as central to their worldview. Orion's story didn't just remain a tale for the stars, it became deeply woven into Greek culture. Sailors and travelers often used Orion as a celestial guide, relying on his belt of stars to navigate through the night. His myth also served as a moral lesson about pride, respect for nature, and the consequences of offending the gods. The Greeks weren't the only ones captivated by Orion. His constellation appears in the myths of other cultures, including the Babylonians, Egyptians, and Native Americans, each weaving their own stories around this iconic figure. But it was the Greeks who added layers of tragedy, heroism, and divine drama to Orion's tale, ensuring its place among the great myths of the ancient world. In Greek mythology, constellations were more than just stars, they were reminders of human triumphs and failings. Orion's placement in the heavens symbolizes both his greatness and his flaws. His legend warns against hubris while celebrating the eternal allure of adventure and the thrill of the hunt. The interaction between Orion and Scorpius in the sky also reflects the cyclical nature of life and death. As one rises, the other sets, creating a celestial dance that reminds us of the inevitability of consequences and the balance that exists in the natural world. Pegasus isn't just a symbol of freedom and inspiration. He's one of the most dramatic figures in Greek mythology. This winged horse soared to fame through his incredible origin story and his ties to the gods. Pegasus was born from one of Greek mythology's most gruesome events. When Perseus beheaded Medusa, the blood from her neck mixed with the earth, and Pegasus sprang forth, fully formed and ready to fly. Talk about a dramatic entrance. Alongside Pegasus, another being, Chrysaor, also emerged. But it was the winged horse who captured the imagination of the Greeks. Pegasus's legend doesn't stop at his birth. He became the trusted companion of Bellerophon, a mortal hero tasked with slaying the Chimera, a fire-breathing monster. With Pegasus's help, Bellerophon soared above the Chimera and struck it down from the skies. Their bond seemed unbreakable, but hubris crept into the story. Bellerophon attempted to ride Pegasus to Mount Olympus, seeking godhood. Zeus, unimpressed, sent a gadfly to sting Pegasus, causing the horse to buck and throw Bellerophon to his doom. Zeus honored Pegasus's loyalty by placing him among the stars. The constellation Pegasus remains a symbol of heroism and freedom, reminding us that even legends can fall. Ursa Major is one of the most recognizable constellations, thanks in part to its distinctive Big Dipper shape. But its myth is one of heartbreak and transformation. Callisto was a beautiful nymph and a devotee of Artemis sworn to chastity. However, Zeus, always meddling, disguised himself and seduced her. When Callisto's pregnancy was discovered, Artemis cast her out, and Hera, Zeus's wife, wasn't far behind with her own punishment. In a fit of jealousy, Hera transformed Callisto into a bear. Years later, Callisto's son, Arcas, unknowingly encountered his bear mother while hunting. Just as he was about to strike her with his spear, Zeus intervened, placing them both in the stars. Callisto became Ursa Major, the Great Bear, and Arcas became Ursa Minor, the Little Bear. Hera wasn't content with their celestial placement. She cursed the bears so they would never dip below the horizon, ensuring they would never find rest. Cassiopeia's constellation is striking. Its 5 bright stars form a distinctive W or M shape, depending on its position. But the story behind it is a tale of vanity and punishment. Cassiopeia, Queen of Ethiopia, was renowned for her beauty but infamous for her arrogance. She claimed that she and her daughter Andromeda were more beautiful than the Nereids, sea nymphs beloved by Poseidon. Insulted, Poseidon sent a sea monster to ravage the kingdom. To appease him, Cassiopeia and her husband, King Cepheus, agreed to sacrifice Andromeda by chaining her to a rock. Though Andromeda was saved by Perseus, Cassiopeia wasn't so lucky. Poseidon placed her in the stars but arranged her constellation so that she spends half the night upside down, an eternal reminder of her hubris. Cygnus, the swan constellation, is associated with grace and loyalty, but its myth is bittersweet. Cygnus was a devoted friend of Phaethon, the son of Helios. Phaethon's attempt to drive his father's sun chariot ended in disaster, scorching the earth before Zeus struck him down. Grief-stricken, Cygnus searched tirelessly for his friend's body in the river Eridanus. The gods, moved by his loyalty, transformed him into a swan and placed him in the stars. The constellation Cygnus reminds us of the power of friendship and sacrifice, glowing brightly as a symbol of selflessness. Scorpius's story is directly tied to Orion, making it one of the most dramatic rivalries in the night sky. Gaia sent the Scorpion to stop Orion after his arrogant claim to hunt every animal on Earth. The Scorpion's venomous sting was fatal, proving that even the mightiest mortals couldn't escape nature's balance. Their placement in the stars reflects their eternal struggle. Scorpius rises as Orion sets, ensuring their conflict endures forever. Andromeda's story is one of courage, sacrifice, and heroism immortalized in the stars. After her mother's boast angered Poseidon, Andromeda was chained to a rock as an offering to a sea monster. Perseus, fresh from slaying Medusa, arrived in time to save her, using Medusa's head to turn the monster to stone. Andromeda's bravery earned her a constellation near Perseus and Cassiopeia, a celestial family reunion. Draco, the dragon constellation, ties to the tale of the golden apples of the Hesperides. Ladon was a dragon tasked with guarding the golden apples. sacred to Hera. Heracles defeated Ladon during his 12 labors, but Zeus honored the dragon's role by placing him in the stars. Draco's winding form in the night sky symbolizes both protection and the inevitability of challenges. The constellations are more than just stars. They're timeless stories, lessons, and reminders of humanity's need to connect with the cosmos. From Orion's hubris to Andromeda's bravery, the night sky holds tales of triumph and tragedy. Which story resonates with you most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the History Realm for more adventures into myth and legend. Thanks for watching, and may the stars always guide your way.